Welcome to County Report this week. I'm Lorna Virgili, and thank you for watching. We start the show with the state of Montgomery College. The college's president, Dr. Darian Pollard, held her third State of the College address last week at the college's Alternative Energy Lab. Dr. Pollard was joined by approximately 75 people in person and many more watching live online and on the MCTV channel. Calling her speech What MC Students Need, Dr. Pollard shared some of the recent initiatives to support students and discussed what still must be done to help students succeed.
Each and every member of our community has value, and it is our responsibility as a community's college to ensure that every person has the ability to empower themselves, to reach their goals, and to enrich the county that we live in. The state of our college is strong and growing stronger each and every day.
After her address, Dr. Pollard took questions and comments from people gathered in the room via email and Twitter. That conversation continues on Twitter at #WhatMCStudentsNeed. The county's Department of Economic Development has launched a new marketing campaign to help increase membership in local business organizations, particularly those geared toward women and minorities, in an effort to allow business owners to network. It is a business strength marketing campaign geared to help business owners increase their business and network with each other.
There are more than 33,000 businesses located in Montgomery County. Many of them are small businesses with 50 or less employees. Our campaign has one central theme, that business owners make their voices heard more effectively with the great support and added strength they gain from membership in a business organization. Membership in business organizations give their members an opportunity to network with other business owners, develop business leads, learn from their seminars and programs, and help shape business-friendly policies.
The county's Department of Economic Development has partnered with 20 local business organizations to launch the Increase Your Business Strength marketing campaign.
But we're very appreciative of the opportunity to join with our business community in an exciting effort that's part of our strategic plan to support economic growth, jobs, and growing the tax base here in the county.
The strategic plan is to help increase membership in local business organizations.
Being a member of a Chamber of Commerce or other business organization gives you a competitive advantage. It allows you to form important relationships that often lead to business partnerships. It provides access to local business leaders and elected officials. It affords learning opportunities and enables members to participate in assuring that the county and its local jurisdictions are business friendly.
The marketing will include these ads on 50 ride-on buses. For more information on DED's recommended business organizations, visit MontgomeryBizStrength.com. Every day here in Montgomery County, thousands of people wake up to go to work, drop their kids off at school, and enjoy leisure time with family and friends. However, when the unexpected disaster happens, people suddenly realize how fragile life is. The Community Emergency Response Team is a volunteer program that trains citizens to be better prepared in cases of emergency in their community.
We train people.
I'm ready.
We embed people in their homes,
And I'm ready.
their families, their neighborhoods, their workplaces, with the basic skills to respond to disasters large or small.
We're ready. How about you?
We also have a team of deployable, trained individuals who serve as a second response team here in Montgomery County.
Training to become a member of CERT happens about 5 times a year. So far, there are more than 1,000 individuals who have completed basic training since the program began in 2003. St. James says anyone who lives in Montgomery County and is over the age of 16 can become a member of CERT.
1 million people in Montgomery County, less than 1% of us are the first responders. That's police, fire, EMS, those of us, I like to call it, with shiny hats and shiny lights on our cars. So that's less than 1% for the other 99%. And when things get busy, derecho, hurricane, earthquake, all those things we get here, who do you want to rely on to take care of yourself and your family? A little bit of training, little bit of preparation, you can be part of that solution.
10 years now, volunteers have stepped forward to help our public safety agencies, to help the Fire and Rescue Service in their efforts to protect the public, and we have tremendous talent in this county. I heard about some of the things that the CERT volunteers have done when I went to their anniversary celebration a couple months ago, and it's truly impressive. We have people that bring great expertise in engineering or medicine or other fields to these positions.
We take somebody from any baseline, wherever you're starting, I don't care if you don't know the sticky side of a Band-Aid, we'll walk you through training that covers everything from CPR, AED, how to use a fire extinguisher for small fires, how to triage more than one victim if there's a mass casualty incident. We walk through how to use radios, National Incident Management System. So we walk you through all those basics over the course of 4 weeks.
In Rockville, I'm Susan Kennedy for County Report This Week.
The county's Department of Health and Human Services is looking for volunteers to assist sexual assault victims through the Victim Assistance in Sexual Assault program. Potential volunteers must attend a training program and must commit to serve for 1 year. Volunteers provide 24-hour crisis counseling and companion services at Montgomery County hospitals and police stations for victims of sexual assault and rape. Bilingual volunteers are encouraged to apply. For more information or to arrange an interview, call 240-777-1355 or visit montgomerycountymd.gov/VASAP. Mark your calendars for the 14th Annual Montgomery County Housing Fair and Financial Fitness Day, which is scheduled for Saturday, May 3rd. During this event, participants may obtain free housing, counseling, and legal services, in addition to free credit reports and rental resources. The fair will take place on May 3rd at the Activity Center at Boer Park in Gaithersburg. For more information, call 240-777-3602 or visit montgomerycountymd.gov/DHCA. When we come back, get ready to clean up the medicine cabinet. National Prescription Drug Take Back Day is just around the corner. And we get an update on those road improvements and pothole repairs. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
You wouldn't let money just blow out of your house. So when your AC or heater is on, make sure the doors, windows, and fireplace flue are shut tight. If you're headed out, turn down the AC or lower the heat by 10 degrees. And always keep your water heater set at 120. A little bit of common sense goes a long way. Get more great tips at energysaver.gov.
April 22nd, take part in A Day in the Life of Montgomery County. On Earth Day, April 22nd, snap a pic or shoot some video and email it to pics@mymcmedia.org or tweet your pics at mymcmedia #DITL. Your images will appear on our website and TV channels, so spread the word and share the fun. Visit mymcmedia.org for more details on how you can take part in A Day in the Life of Montgomery County.
Welcome back to County Report This Week. I'm Lorna Virgili. Montgomery County law enforcement agencies will be participating in the 8th Annual National Prescription Drug Take Back Day. This is a safe, free, and anonymous opportunity to dispose of unused or expired prescription drugs. There will be 11 drop-off locations throughout the county where residents can drop off prescription drugs and over-the-counter medications only. There will be collection boxes in the parking lots of all of these police stations on Saturday, April 26, between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. Montgomery Community Media is hosting the 2nd Annual Day in the Life of Montgomery County photo project on April 22nd. My MC Media's Sonia Burke reports.
Now therefore be it resolved that the County Council of Montgomery County, Maryland hereby proclaims April 22nd, 2014 as a day in the life of Montgomery County.
It's official. The Montgomery County Council has proclaimed April 22nd a day in the life of Montgomery County. So what's an average day like for you in Montgomery County? We hope you'll share a little of your life at home, school, work, or play as we prepare to document on our website and TV channels a typical day in Montgomery County.
We live in an enormously diverse county in terms of family and faith and communities and neighborhoods and schools and geography of every kind. And so this is a project over a single 24-hour period. We're going to capture all that, or at least as much as we possibly can, again through community contributions, not just MCM and its partners, but community contributions of every kind. Whatever's happening in your life or your home or your school, to capture it in some photos or a short video, and either Twitter it over to us or email it to us at pix at mymcmedia.org.
This is the second year MCM has launched the Day in the Life of Montgomery County project. And last year we received hundreds of photos illustrating every corner of our county. But it's the photos of you that seem to say the most.
Oftentimes we talk about Montgomery County and who we are and how amazing it is to live here and how, Montgomery County has changed so much. But I think this really puts it out there with a snapshot in a day.
So save the date, April 22nd. That's also Earth Day. You can send your photos to pics at mymcmedia.org or tweet them to us at mymcmedia, #DITL. We can't wait to share your photos on our website and TV channels. For County Report this week, I'm Sonia Burke.
And now we get an update about recent road improvements and the pothole blitz. Here is Tom Pogue from the county's Department of Transportation. Tom?
Hi, I'm Tom Pogue, Community Relations Manager for the Department of Transportation. Here's an update for Montgomery County. MCDOT's highway maintenance crews are sprucing up the county's streets and roads this spring. A pothole blitz in February that filled 2,600 potholes was so successful that Executive Leggett announced a second one that has already filled 350 potholes in the last few days. Call 311 if you see a pothole. Highway will also be kicking off its annual Refresh Montgomery program, an annual 2-week countywide litter pickup that focuses on areas with the most trash. Its efforts will be supplemented by almost 400 volunteer groups under the Adopt a Road program, many of whom will conduct a roadside cleaning in celebration of Earth Day later this month. Another cleanup that will commence soon is street sweeping. This joint effort with the Department of Environmental Protection removes abrasives and other debris after the winter. Elsewhere, bridge decks and draining systems are being flushed of debris, road shoulders are being repaired, and crews are starting resurfacing projects. For more information, go to montgomerycountymd.gov. We're working to keep you moving cleanly.
With all of the recent apartment fires in Montgomery County, Pete Peringer from the county's Department of Fire and Rescue Services is here to remind us about the latest developments in home smoke detectors. Pete?
Yes, thanks. It's been a real busy winter and even a busier spring in Montgomery County. We've had a number of instances where we've had some serious fires. In some cases, smoke alarms worked. In some cases, they didn't, or they didn't have an operating smoke alarm. And we want to just remind everybody the simplest thing you can do to protect your family is to have a working smoke alarm. Now, there's a new law coming down the pike that comes into effect in Maryland in a couple of years, but it just makes common sense to have a smoke alarm on every level of your home. Hardwired with a battery backup is the best. And also that's recommended that you put the smoke alarm outside the sleeping area. And the new law, in fact, is going to recommend that the guideline is that you have a smoke alarm in each bedroom on every level of your home as well. So again, the simplest thing you can do to have a working smoke alarm to protect your family, it alerts you to a fire so you can get out and stay out.
Thank you, Pete, for that valuable reminder. When we come back, an MCPS senior wins a national contest by encouraging teens to stay away from drugs. And we take you to the ballpark in the city of Rockville. We'll be right back.
Did you know there are more than 10,000 county government phone numbers? But there's only one number you need to remember for non-emergency calls, 311. MC311 is Montgomery County government's online telephone information system. Need information? Have a problem or complaint? Trying to locate a county government facility? Call 311. The call center is open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. The website is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Welcome back to County Report This Week. I'm Lorna Virgili. 2 Montgomery College students recently received a very fortunate surprise. MCTV's Joseph Thompson has the details.
Montgomery College students Ma Diyun, Grace Lee, and Trin Nguyen were meeting with faculty members when they got a surprise that could change their lives.
Excuse me, I need to interrupt to let you know that both of you have won the Jack Kent Cooke Undergraduate Transfer Scholarship. Really? We are so proud of you. And you'll pull your photo off from there.
Lee and Nguyen are Montgomery College's latest recipients of the Jack Kent Cooke Foundation Undergraduate Transfer Scholarships, awarded to outstanding community college students with financial need. The foundation provides up to $30,000 per year to each of approximately 75 deserving students, selected annually, to complete their bachelor's degrees by transferring to a 4-year college or university.
That means that I don't have to worry too much about the financial aspect and, focus on my studying to get a bachelor degree because, right now I still have to work to support my family. And, working while studying is pretty hard. And transfer to a 4-year institution is more work. So this will make it a lot easier. And my parents can feel, okay, you can go out of state now because we have the money.
Montgomery College is my second home. The teacher here are my parents, and my friend here are like my sibling. That's how much it means to me. If Montgomery College wasn't here, I would not be here getting this big scholarship, and it's really meaningful for me.
Nguyen and Lee, both immigrants from Vietnam, plan to complete bachelor's degrees and ultimately PhDs in engineering. These scholarships will be great benefits for these women, for their families, and for their futures.
Before, I don't think I can. Now I'm thinking like, I can do it. I can do it. Every time I think, but I can't do it, it's because of Montgomery College. It means a lot, I have to say so. I don't know how to express it in words.
Mom, I did it! You can yap about me to all of your customers in the next salon now.
Reporting from Montgomery College's Germantown campus, I'm Joseph Thompson.
One local high school student was honored in a special ceremony marking his accomplishments in a national contest aimed at encouraging teens to stay away from drugs and alcohol. My MC Media's Valerie Bunk has the story from Springbrook High School. Valerie?
We're here at Springbrook High School in Silver Spring, where one student is being honored for winning a national motto contest and making success his addiction. Santiago Romero was given a challenge by his high school marketing teacher to enter a national slogan contest sponsored by clothing store H&M and Mentor Foundation USA to encourage teens to live a drug-free life.
This contest is based on what keeps me motivated to be drug-free now and in the future. So I just put my own opinion as a regular kid. With the help of my teacher, she pushed me, and I found the creativeness inside me to come up with the slogan.
And his hard work paid off. His slogan, "Success is my addiction," topped 86,000 entries to become part of a new t-shirt design that is almost sold out of stores nationwide.
Everything's possible. You know, he had a vision with the help of course, Ms. Nelson pushing him along, saying, you can do this. But the message that he was sending to them was that everybody can be successful. You know, hard work and determination, that he was able to do it, so he was sending that message to his classmates.
During this ceremony, Santiago was awarded with a proclamation from the County Council recognizing his success. Leaders from the Mentor Foundation USA used the senior slogan as an opportunity to educate the students on the dangers of drugs and alcohol.
The hope for the message is to really just spread the message of prevention by doing that through the words of young people. We do a lot to organize these programs and campaigns, but really the impact comes from young people spreading the message of prevention to each other.
For Santiago's marketing teacher who inspired him, she hopes his dedication inspires others.
He just didn't believe in himself. He kept saying, oh, I can't do this, Miss Nelson. I don't think I can. And I'm like, part of being a teacher is to drill down inside yourself, help the kids to do that so they can realize all that they're capable of doing. And really, that's what happened with him.
For County Report This Week, I'm Valerie Bonk.
It was all hands-on in the kitchen for some high school seniors who are training to become chefs. In the process, they fed over 140 people. Here's a story from MCPS TV.
This is a senior capstone project for 2014, and these students who are executive chefs on each team have created a dish.
It's a lot of fun.
gives us time to express ourselves, be creative. Chef definitely doesn't limit us in any way. We came up with all the recipes.
This is a chance for them to showcase their skills. They've taken inspiration from Italy, from Lebanon, from Morocco, from Mexico, from all over the world. And they're also using at least one locally sourced ingredient here. So we're keeping it local as well as thinking global. They have a team of sous chefs, and these are generally the underclassmen that are helping them to prepare these food items. Many of these students aspire to be chefs, and this program is really getting them a head start to what it's like to be a chef.
It's been a really great experience to be able to see what it's like working in such a high-paced environment.
This event is a first for us as a team. We've never done something on this scale before.
There's going to be 140 people here, so they are getting a chance to have to prepare an item for this many people in a specific time frame with a specific budget. So they're really working as a chef, what a chef would do.
The Rockville Baseball Association is celebrating its 60th year this season. Rockville 11's Morgan Lash takes us out to the ballgame.
I'm here at the Rockville Baseball Association's opening day. There are over 800 kids signed up, ready to get out there today and play some ball.
Oh, today's opening day in Rockville for RBBA, Rockville Baseball Association. Fantastic day. Absolutely wonderful to see everyone here and have everybody joining together to celebrate Rockville.
Rockville Mayor Bridget Newton threw the game's opening pitch. And was joined by city council members to support Rockville baseball.
I think it's a wonderful tradition to have here in the city of Rockville, and it is such a positive experience to engage our young boys in this activity, see them doing something constructive, and it's the fabric of American life is baseball.
The Rockville Baseball Association is a city tradition. This event marked its 60th anniversary.
It's something that's grown over the years, and it's it's the American pastime. It is the mostly the hard work of hundreds of people who've just built this up over the years, and the hundreds of volunteers that make it work today.
I think Rockville is committed to this event and to helping younger people, and now the older people who played in the beginning have now come back and been sponsors and worked with different teams. So that says a lot about fostering community, partnership, and just really helping one another in the city of Rockville.
The Rockville Baseball Association is a nonprofit run entirely by volunteers, and it gives boys and girls ages 8 to 18 a chance to get out and get active.
I think it's a great chance for kids to get outside and actually enjoy being in nature and enjoying the good weather and to be active. It's a wonderful service that the city provides, and clearly there's a lot of interest in the community in terms of being involved in sports.
For more information, visit www.rbba.org.
When we come back, well-known community leaders participated in an adult spelling bee to help English literacy in our county. And we'll bring you dozens of opportunities to volunteer during Earth Day. Stay tuned.
Registration for summer classes at Montgomery College has begun, so now's the best time to sign up for the classes you want when you want them. Register in person at any of our 3 campuses or online anytime, 24 hours a day. A team of students from MC's Macklin Business Institute earned the highest ranking of any 2-year college at the recent Enactus National Competition, which challenged teams from around the country to develop impactful projects to improve the quality of life for people in need. The U.S. Drug Enforcement Agency will hold its 3rd annual Student Forum Wednesday, April 30th on MC's Rockville campus. This year's event focuses on creating career opportunities and gives students the chance to meet representatives from numerous federal law enforcement agencies.
Welcome back to County Report This Week. I'm Lorna Virgili. Organizers at the Montgomery Coalition for Adult English Literacy hit the dictionary to prepare for their first annual Grown-Up Spelling Bee for Adult Literacy. My MC Media's Valerie Bonk has a story.
Gutle. G-U-T-T-L-E. Gutle.
Yes, correct.
And with the correct spelling of the verb meaning to eat or drink greedily and noisily, a team of contestants from Holy Cross Hospital beat out the competition in the first annual Grown-Up Spelling Bee to promote English literacy.
It's hard to learn English. It takes adults about 7 years to become proficient in English. We have over 100,000 adults in the county that we know are limited in their English proficiency. Our goal is to make as many classes as available as possible so that they can get the skills they need to get on a pathway out of poverty.
The event brought teachers, students, and supporters of English literacy together to focus on spreading the word about the importance of learning the language and having a voice in the community.
Because of the demographic shifts in our county, there are so many thousands of people who need to learn how to speak English to just do very basic things. And it's an economic development issue as well. So many people looking for jobs need to have English as their second language really beefed up.
Immigrants in the audience know firsthand the challenges of learning English as a second language.
When I came over here to this country 25 years ago, I didn't know any English at all. So it was hard, and I went to school, and I learned, and also because I work, and I try to learn that way.
I know how important it is to learn English, so that's what I figure I could teach people how to get along and how to be able to survive and be able to get better jobs and communicate with other people in English.
A-M-E-N-T.
For County Report This Week, I'm Valerie Bonk.
And let's meet our pet of the week. Kathy Stanhope from the Humane Society brings us a male dog that needs a home. Kathy?
This is Kathy Stanhope with your Pet of the Week, and this little darling is Beanie. He's a 1-year-old neutered male, the liveliest, cutest little dog you could ever meet in your life. He's just 17 pounds and he's desperate for a home. Please visit Beanie on our website, mchumane.org, and check under the foster animals, or give us a call at 240-773-5960. Beanie wants to go home with you.
Several community leaders will be recognized for their outstanding volunteerism. Executive Ike Leggett has announced the recipients of the 2014 Montgomery Serves Awards. These awards will be presented to 9 honorees at the upcoming annual Montgomery Serves Awards event to be held Monday, April 28th at 6:30 p.m. at Imagination Stage in Bethesda. The ceremony and reception are free and open to the public, but reservations are required. For more information or to register for the event, visit montgomeryserves.org or call 240-777-2600. Summer is just around the corner, and the county's Department of Recreation has announced this year's lineup for the 2014 Silver Spring Summer Concert Series, presented by Discovery Communications and Live Nation. Here is a list of the scheduled outdoor concerts that will be held on Thursday evenings starting June 26th through August 14th from 7 to 9 p.m. at Veterans Plaza at the Silver Spring Civic Building. The county continues to celebrate Earth Day during the entire month of April, and there are literally dozens of volunteer opportunities and events scheduled throughout the county. We remind students that they can earn student service learning hours by simply volunteering during the Earth Month in the county. Opportunities vary from helping clean up Rock Creek to pick up trash in Wheaton. For more information and additional opportunities, visit montgomeryserves.org. With that, we close this edition of County Report This Week. Remember to like us on Facebook and to join us again at this time every week for a look at what's going on inside Montgomery County. We leave you today with some images of wildlife at Pope Farm Nursery. I'm Lorna Virgili, and thank you for watching.